90 Day Fiance, The Tell-All, Part 1, aired this week. It is a 3-hour tell-all, and we saw Part 1 this week. Part 2 will air, I guess, this coming Sunday, right?
Right.
And it'll only be 1 hour? Because they said it was a 3-hour tell-all, and they just aired 2 hours, so what's the deal?
I don't know.
¿Qué pasa? I don't know. We'll find out this Sunday. But, wow. What did you think of the tell-all, Johnny? Usually, I mean, this is the big moment of the season. We wait for this. All the couples in one room together, get in the tough questions asked to them. They get to see all the rough moments from the season, and you have to react to it right after seeing it on video for the first time.
Right. Well, it really seemed like it was just building up to Larissa and Colt showing up because they took forever to show up. And by the time they showed up, just utter chaos broke out. And then the show ended. So it's like, man, 2 hours for that. And then really you just have to wait for the next hour because that's the most important part of it all. But you have to wait until next week. So it was kind of frustrating actually watching that.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of 90 Day Fiance. That's how they do it. They're like, okay, coming up, this crazy stuff's going to happen. And you wait for the crazy stuff, and it only happens at the end of the episode. And then you only get a piece of it, and then it's like, okay, next week it's really going to get crazy.
Right.
And it doesn't really get all that crazy. It might get crazy.
Well,
I don't think anything really happens other than people walking off the set. Nobody seems to get into any kind of physical altercation or anything.
I feel Larissa had some good lines when she was backstage, talking about her enemies, talking about how like Fernanda's like fake everywhere.
Yeah, that was good. Because like all the couples were there except for Colt and Larissa. And you find out when they get there that Fernanda and Larissa have like beef on Instagram. They've been going back and forth and they don't like each other.
She got arrested, Larissa.
Yeah, Larissa got arrested, and then she kind of posed a picture of herself saying, oh, I'm okay, it's all good. And then Fernanda's like, oh, you shouldn't joke about it. People were worried about you. But it's like, well, why is Fernanda commenting on her thing? You know, why is Fernanda getting involved? And the whole time, Fernanda, like, Larissa and Colt are late to show up, and Fernanda's just, like, mentioning Larissa and taking shots at Larissa any chance that she can get. You can tell, like, she's trying to get into it. And she's like, oh, I always stick to myself. I'm not trying to get into anybody's problems. But she is. Like, she's trying to
stir the pot,
bait Larissa and try to get into more beef. She's just looking for a confrontation there. And she kind of gets it eventually. So they show all the difficult times for the couples. Ashley and Jay are there together. Now, Jay had cheated on Ashley, gone on Tinder, tried to meet multiple women as soon as they got married, and they're trying to work it out, but it's obviously not working.
Well, they never really got married, so...
Well, whatever. And Fernanda and Jonathan, they've got lots of opinions on Jay and Ashley. Like, they're just always talking. They seem to have lots of opinions. And Steven is still being horrible, and the cast is all shocked. Asuelu can't believe how horrible Steven is. He's, like, disgusted, which is funny.
Yeah, but he wants to make it work, though.
With Olga, yeah. They seem to try and make it work, and it seems like it's going all right.
I mean, you have to. You have a kid.
Yeah, well, that's it. But, yeah, at one point, Steven's like... Or Asuelu's like, why are you... saying that she should thank you all the time, like, you know, it's what you should do. And he's like, it's called respect. Like, he got all mad. And then Suelu's like, what the hell, you know? Couldn't believe this guy. Just a strange guy, that Steven. He's got some issues. Lita, I was shocked with Lita. Did you see that?
Or crying?
Yeah, she starts crying. Like, they show Lita and all the terrible things she did on the show. And she actually showed some remorse. She's like, oh, I was a selfish bitch. And she seems to regret a lot of her actions.
I don't know if I believe it.
She seems to still have heat with the daughter there, one of Eric's daughters, but nonetheless, she was more remorseful than I expected.
And John also posted, not John, but
Eric?
Eric posted something like on the internet, like defending her as well, because I guess like she's gotten tons of backlash.
Well, she comes off pretty terrible on the show. And I guess she feels bad and is apologetic for it, which is very rare on 90 Day Fiancé. Usually the terrible things they do on the show are just, reinforced on the tell-all. But on this tell-all, Lita, shockingly, was kind of like, yeah, I was terrible, and I feel bad about it, which, good for her.
Well, the fact that Eric let it slide, like that's the most shocking part, in my opinion. Like, he pretty much walked away, but then he came back to it again. I'm very surprised by that. I don't know why, like, he actually believes that she loves him, because I don't believe that.
You don't believe it?
Well, she loves the green card, I think. That's about it.
I don't know. I feel like she does like him.
I don't see, like, you see a lot of them, they're all close, mostly, kind of, sort of, or they try to be. They're not really trying that much. I mean, she showed a little bit of remorse, but everyone can fake crying. Like, I don't believe it.
Everyone can fake crying?
If you really try hard enough, you can do it. You can do it, David. I believe in you.
I don't think I could.
Yeah, you could.
I couldn't cry on command. Everyone can fake crying, eh? Cry.
Not
Cry.
right now.
Cry.
Not right now.
Cry.
No.
You're not crying
I'm not
real.
crying.
You're just pretending. And it's not even... I'm not
I didn't say I'm
believing
good
it.
at it.
You said everyone can fake...
Everyone can fake
She
cry.
had tears.
Fine, okay.
You can't produce tears on command.
It is hard.
You can't do it.
I didn't say I was good
You
at
just
it.
said everyone can fake cry.
Everyone can do it, yeah.
And now you're like, well, no, it's hard. I can't do it.
It is hard.
Well, you said everyone can
everyone
do it.
can fake it. I'm just saying you can't be good at it.
So you're saying she's just good at fake crying.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
No, like, fantastic.
You're a weirdo. So you don't believe anybody's real emotions. So if somebody's crying and you just don't want to believe that they're actually crying, you're like, oh, she's faking it. Fake crying.
I just find it
You're a
hard
terrible
to believe.
man.
No, I'm not.
You're a bad person.
I find it hard to believe she did a complete 180 on this. I don't see it. But, you like to believe in people's goodwill for some reason. Sucker.
You're terrible, John. You're a bad man. Wow. But people are agreeing with you.
I know.
Acme Toon says he's not buying Lita.
Thank you.
And Danny Brook, AJ says Johnny's got a point.
Yeah, but he doesn't really know what he's talking about. AJ.
No, AJ doesn't know anything, so whatever.
It's just to oppose you, really. Like,
Yeah,
that's
AJ,
it.
why are you just going against me? You don't even watch the show. What are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about with this show. AJ, can you fake cry? I'm going to make you fake cry in the air tonight. See if you can do it. Johnny couldn't do it. I can't just burst into tears. Although sometimes I feel like I might.
I don't know. You had a kid. Like, when you have a kid, I think you could pull it off. You get more emotional, man. You always get more emotional now, I find.
You're emotional.
See?
Fuck you.
Whoa. Like, unbelievable. Your dad has to bleep that out now for the 90-day special that we do here all the time.
All right, so John doesn't believe Lita's tears, and neither does the Dave and Johnny Live universe. People are wondering if Jay and Ashley are still together. I don't know. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. They didn't really get married, so why does she have to be with him? I'm sure she kicked him out right away.
Colt and Larissa finally showed up. Larissa lost her luggage, so the staff had to go to a store to buy Larissa a new dress. She finally decides on a dress because she wants to look sexier than Fernanda. That's her goal.
Kim Kardashian, like.
She wants like Kim Kardashian style. And it's just a mess. It's just a mess. And now there's a deal that just happened, right? They're on TMZ. They both have injuries from some sort of fight that they got into.
Scratches and blood everywhere on their face.
Yeah, like Larissa has some cuts on her face. Colt has some cuts on his face. There are pictures on Instagram. And apparently Larissa got arrested again. You gotta imagine she's going to be deported back to Brazil at some point soon. She's not going to last long in the United States if she continues to get arrested with her citizenship, not really there.
I'd
She
wonder
doesn't
about.
even have a green card, you know? It's like,
I'd wonder about the show 90 Days. Like, when they get in trouble, I mean, you created these relationships in a sense. You're kind of responsible for this happening in a sense.
well, what do you mean?
They kind of set this up and they push them in these kind of situations. They kind of make them kind of hostile situations at times.
The show?
Yeah.
It's not their fault that Lita and whatever,
Larissa.
and Colt get into fights. This is off the show. They're not even on the show.
You know, there was issues during the show.
Apparently, Larissa said, and Antoinette is saying that Colt bought porn, and Larissa found out about it. Apparently, he bought porn for $60, spending $60 on pornography, and Larissa got mad because he can't afford air conditioning, that they live in Vegas, which is like cruel and unusual punishment to live without air conditioning in the hot desert. It's bizarre.
That's rough. Wow. I guess the internet's not that good, I guess. You got to go out and buy it, I guess.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with Colt and Larissa, but I don't think they're going to last. Antoinette's saying that Jay and Ashley apparently are still together. Jay posted something on social media.
That's crazy. Nuts. But I guess, like, you know, when you're desperate, why not?
I think who's desperate? Both of them, right?
Well, yeah. Ashley needs somebody. She doesn't have anybody.
Sad.
And Jay needs to be in the States, right?
Yeah.
To keep that Tinder going.
I wonder if he is. He probably is. Jonathan starts crying because this guy cries all the time. Crying about his mommy. Little Jonathan. Crying like a bitch once again.
Man, it's sad for him. Like,
I don't care about him.
He's even with her anymore. Like, it's sad.
It's his fault. It's his problem.
It's sad, man.
Yeah, well, he should call his mom.
He probably did.
No, he didn't. He doesn't call his mom. He leaves town and he doesn't keep in touch, and then he wonders why his mom's like upset.
Well, I'm sure like he talked to a lot of people after.
What do you know about it? When's the last time you called your mom?
Actually, it was like 2 days ago.
Oh,
So there you
okay.
go.
After
Suck that.
our little talk, you finally called your mother.
You know, like, you know, sometimes it happens, sometimes I don't. You know,
I'm shooting on Dave and Johnny
You
Live
are
now.
shooting a little bit. You know, sometimes I forget. I'm sorry. I'm human.
Yeah, well, 2 days ago. And when
Anyways.
was the last time before that?
It's probably about 2 weeks before that. Like, it's not that bad. I'm sorry you do it every day. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Like,
well, maybe not every day, you know. Today, very busy on Fridays. I may not talk to my mom, but I might. I usually call my mom every couple of days at least, if not every day. See how she's doing. Can I do anything? You gotta, come on. It's called being a good son.
sometimes distance is good too.
No, that's not true. Not with your parents. You gotta take care of your parents. You gotta respect your parents, especially as they get older.
Hey,
AJ knows what I'm talking about.
sometimes silence is respect.
Sometimes silence is respect.
Yeah.
So you just think you're better off leaving them alone because they don't want to hear from you?
Hey, doesn't cause any problems, right?
Why are you causing problems for them?
You can't because you don't talk. So there you go. There's no problems.
Disappointed in you, Johnny.
I'm sure me and John are on the same.
You and
wavelength.
Jonathan, yeah. That's why you relate to Jonathan, and I'm trying to expose that to the universe so that we understand where you're coming from here. That's your point of view, and it's, not mine. I disagree.
That's fine.
That's right. Take care of your mother, all right? She birthed you. Show some respect. And then Colt and Larissa show up, and then all hell breaks loose.
Well, people walk off. People are angry and start swearing a lot. And that's it, right?
Yeah. And then everybody walks off, and that was the end of the show. I guess there'll be more fights next week.
Well, they'll try to get together, whatever, and there'll be more fighting. Just chaos.
It's fun. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Well, I think
It wasn't maybe the best tell-all special. I think we've had better ones in the past.
when there's fighting, yes.
Yeah, they've got more kind of confrontational. George and Anfisa at those tell-all specials were the best. I don't think there's been a better tell-all couple than George and Anfisa. Classic moments. George always got up in people's faces. That was always good. Anfisa and Pau, their beef was very good. Anfisa versus Pau, way better than Larissa versus Fernanda. Way better beef.
Yeah, because them that's just talk. Them it was physical, like
it got crazy.
Yeah, it was nuts. And I also feel like Fernanda can like kind of say what she wants because she knows like if it got physical, John could easily take like Colt. Like there's no problem about that. I mean, come on.
I think Jonathan easily takes Colt.
So that's why, like,
but I think Asuelu clears the room. I think Asuelu takes them all.
I don't know. He gets too emotional sometimes.
Bro, he's Samoan.
Yeah, but he gets.
You see the size of him too?
He is big, but
oh no, Asuelu's smashing everybody. Are you kidding me? 90 Day Fiance fights. Who's winning? Definitely Asuelu. Asuelu is king of the ring on 90 Day Fiance. No one's messing with him.
No, I gotta go with John on this one.
Oh man, you love Jonathan. You got a man crush on him. What is he? Shave his body? You like that? You sick bastard.
No, he's got a great name. That's the main thing.
I like Asuelu. I think that's a cool name. I'm Team Asuelu all day. I think Asuelu beats them all up.
Too emotional, man.
Acme Tunes is with me. Asuelu. Asuelu all day. Every day. All right. So 90 Day Fiance, we'll get to the final episode next week. And I guess there'll be a new couples at some point. What's the new 90 Day Fiance? Like this season's ending? Oh, what's next year? What are we going to do?
Oh, we just go on hiatus for a long period of time.
Well, fun. You know what we should watch instead? You know what's coming back this Sunday? You know what's coming back?
What?
Total Bellas!
Well, Nikki Bella's new boyfriend, the Dancing with the Stars guy, which I told you about, which you said wasn't true, but it is true.
I didn't say it wasn't true. I just said I didn't believe it.
Okay. Well, I looked at the guy. I'm like, yeah, I can't believe it either. But yeah, it's true.
You go from John Cena to a dancer?
It's crazy, but why not? You know, they got a connection, man.
It's not very brotherly.
Hey, whatever works, man.